brother, you can sing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you can sing. Where do you get it from?
From my parents, my mom and my father. They both sing, both musicians, and you know, it runs in the family. I guess you could say it runs in the family. You know, I've been listening to old school music my whole life, so it's just like, you know, it's amazing too.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you know, or did your family know? Like, did you grow up singing? Did you, since both of your parents were musicians, did you grow up touring, or? Because your mother used to sing with a group, right?
Yes.
And your father both sang with groups.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you grow up touring with them and that kind of thing as a part of a musical household?
You know, there were times where my father would fly me and my mom out to the tours. My father has done Tyler Perry plays too, and
oh, okay.
You know, and just seeing that and watching that was just so amazing. My mom, you know, they always played old school music in the house. You know, and it was just such like I remember After 7. Who else? You could say Jodeci.
Ready or Not.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
After 7, Ready or Not. Yeah, and Jodeci. Baby, I will cry for you. Yeah, I'm crying.
Yeah, but just being on tour or anything, yeah, sometimes, yeah, for sure.
Well, how did you have to audition? You mentioned that. I guess your father is in Tyler Perry plays. Did you have to audition, or was that something that just kind of happened because you were already in the clique?
That's a funny story actually. They didn't know I was his son until, you know, after when I went there, and I told him my name and everything, and just like my last name and everything. But Lene Bell at the BH Talent Agency, they had sent me for the role, auditioned for it.
So you did audition?
And, yes, I did audition, and by the blessing of God, I did get the role, and I just remember when I got the role, I was there. And
okay, take us to that audition day. Where was it? So LA, Atlanta?
So I did a self-tape first.
Okay.
Self-tape first.
Just for those who aren't in the industry, self-tape means you were at home, you had your friend pick up his camera phone. I'm just making it simple for him. You have your friend pick up the camera phone and video you doing the audition, and then you MP3 it and send it to whoever the powers that be.
Yes.
Okay, so you self-taped first.
I did a self-tape first, and then I remember my mom telling me, you know, they want you to fly out to Atlanta, you know, another audition and everything. So you have to go to 2 auditions. So we go to the Tyler Perry Studios.
The 330-acre studio?
Yeah.
Or the one before that?
No, that one.
The one that's today.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty insane, man. But being there, and then I just remember just singing, and I remember.
Who was in the room?
It was. Can I really say? I don't know if I can really say it like that. But I know TP was in the room. I performed in front of him, and.
That's how you know. Look, that's how you know you got it. Oh yeah, TP was in the room.
No, not like that.
No, we don't call it TP, Anthony.
No, but being on the road with him for 5 months. We did a tour for 5 months.
Right.
So, you know, just Mr. TP or you know, you know what I'm saying. But
is it true you have to call him Mr. Perry?
No, it's just a respect thing. I always say Mr. Perry or Todd Perry. You know, because growing up, I always talked.
So there's no mandatory thing that you have to call.
No, it's just a respect thing. That's just something I've always grew up being.
No, there's just a rumor that when you refer to him, you have to refer to him as Mr. Perry.
No.
But if you call him TP, then I guess that rumor is a lie.
I like Mr. Todd Perry, or I say, sir. You know, just being respectful at all times.
Okay.
You know, that's just something. Like I said, just something growing up. But yeah, I just remember doing an audition, and then I told him, and then he was like, "Man, you look just like your father, man. It's crazy." Yeah, it's like, yeah. So it was just a great experience, man.
So did you sing? Did you read script?
Yes, I sung a song, and I did a little dialogue and everything, and yeah, everything was history from there.
You have a contest going on your Instagram right now. Could I call it a contest? Well, maybe not a contest, but you have people, mostly women, singing your song.
Oh yeah. To a record I put out. Yeah, called If You Want To.
Yeah, I love the song.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's tight. I saw the video too.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, it really is tight. But how is that working out? What made you come up with that idea to have people sing your song and video themselves doing it?
It just I don't know. It just became a thing. I was just like, you know what? Anybody that really truly, you know, is a fan and you know and like I said, just really truly is a fan that supports me. I was like, yo, if you guys really support me, let's do a video. I'll repost it for you. You know, just something dope for the fans, you know, so I can repost them and, you know, show them love. Because at the end of the day, I would not be here if it wasn't for them. You know
I'm going to do me one.
You going to do
You going to repost me?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do one. I might have to do one with you. That way I'll have credit. You know, I'll have some credit. You know, I'll be validated, that kind of thing, you know. I'm trying to get in. So check this out. I can't sing, but you know. I also realized, for those of you who don't know, well, let me just talk to you first, Anthony. So you did a tribute, I think, on your Facebook page to LeSean Daniels.
Yes.
Right? Now, for those of you who don't know, LeSean Daniels is a Grammy Award-winning producer who wrote and produced for Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, the best of the best. We could agree those are the best of the best, right? And you talked about how he was more than a friend to you. He was a big brother. Yeah. But there was something that, and I'm going to pull it up here because there was something that struck me about what you said that plays obviously to how you sing today. And I thought this is just amazing. But you said in your tribute to LeSean that you remember when you were recording a record, he told you, you gotta feel it. You gotta mean it. When you listen to Michael Jackson, he makes you feel it. He means every word because he believes it. So make me believe it. Make me believe you love this girl. You gotta mean it. I gotta feel it. And for that, like for somebody to tell you, you said y'all would go in the recording studio and he would say, no, that ain't it.
Yeah.
And for somebody to be able to tell you when you think you doing the best and you know you off the chain, and then they like, nah, that ain't it. How does it feel to have somebody like that in your life, a big Grammy Award winner who's telling you, you sound good, but that ain't it? How does that make you a better artist?
First and foremost, I was going to say all love to LeSean, rest in peace. And secondly, it was amazing too. You know, I mean, I'm young, 17 at the time. I was signed, and you know, at the time I'm thinking like, yo, I'm doing this right. Like, what are you talking about? You know, we would bump. Sometimes we wouldn't bump heads, but it would be like, you know, I'd just be the younger kid that just wouldn't. I would listen, but I'd be like, I know it sounds good. Like, what do you do it 1,000 times? Like, keep going. But I never understood until I listened back, and I'm like, wow, it's a whole different person right now. It's a whole different feeling. I understood what he was saying, and you know, and it translated into my music now. And you know, when I record, I'm so hard on myself when I'm recording. I'm like, no, this ain't it. I know you think it sounds good. Nah, this ain't it for me.
It's like you're taking him in the studio with you, saying this ain't it.
Yeah, and anybody that truly knows me knows that about me, that I'm so hard on myself when I record, when I dance. Even if I hit a move, if it ain't, I can't do it. I'm just like, no, I gotta keep going, you know, and I'm super blessed and thankful that he was part of my life, you know, and
How did he become a part of your life?
I had, like I said,
because everybody ain't hanging out with Grammy Award-winning artists who hang with Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I was signed. Like I said, I got signed at 16, turning 17, and the team called the Chemists, they had brought in LeSean Daniels because he was a good friend, and he looked over the projects. So pretty much he was, I guess you could say, he was my mentor, you know, and you know, just showing me the ropes and just about the music. And I remember one thing he always told me too was, in his music business, the music is 30%. The other 70 is the business. I always remember that. And you know, but long story short, you know, just us just working a lot. You know, he would bring in other people, just, you know, just producers and everything, just try to get the feel, you know, because you got to get the feel for the artist. Like, I feel like what a lot of people are not doing now is you're not getting to know the artist.
I agree.
You know, some people just throw you tracks, like, yeah, so this is what you like? Okay, cool. Like, no, like, we actually hung out. We actually, I know I've been to, we've, you know, had Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners, and, you know, things like that. I pulled up and, you know, I had small talks with him, and, you know, he was such a big inspiration in my life, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. LeSean Daniels died at the age of 41, a car accident in South Carolina. So yeah, definitely it had to have been a huge loss for you to lose someone like that in the music industry as a mentor.
For sure.
Yeah. You went to you went to school with like Ice Cube's son and Randy Jackson's son?
No. I didn't go to school with Ice Cube's son or nobody. No.
Oh, okay.
No. I didn't go to school with anybody musically like that. To be honest. But I knew a lot of people growing up.
Oh, okay, got it.
So where I stay at, I knew a couple friends growing up. I knew Christian Combs. I know a couple people, man. So just growing up, and yeah.
Do you do music with Christian Combs? Because he's doing music, right?
Oh yeah, he's doing his thing right now. So shout out to him for sure.
Yeah.
No, we haven't really collabed on anything yet. But it's in the making though.
You and I had a conversation before the show, and I said to you, what if God took away one of your gifts? Your gift of music or your gift of acting? Which would you want him to take?
I remember you asked me that question. I was like, I would have to say take away acting. I mean, music runs in my blood, you know, and it means so much to me. I feel like music is me. I love music too much. I love singing, and it's part of who I am.
Do you write too?
Yes,
Your
I write.
own music?
Yeah. After I left the label, I had bought my own equipment and everything, and I record and I write everything.
What's the best lyric you've ever written?
The best lyric I've ever written.
Yeah.
That's a good one. God, let me think about that one for a second, actually. The best lyric I've ever written.
Oh, they wasn't all that good, Anthony. They weren't really.
No, no. That's honestly.
Well, really, my lyrics is some shit, but.
No, honestly, that's a very good question, and honestly, I feel like I should know that. I've recorded so many songs,
right.
And one thing my mom has always installed in me, and she's honestly, I can say she's really just like LeSean. She was always hard on me about Anthony. I need you to go deeper with your lyrics.
Wow.
I need you to really tell them what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and that's something that LeSean always said. You gotta do. You gotta record and you gotta write lyrics from pain. You gotta really.
But have you had pain though, Anthony? You have a pretty plush life.
I mean.
Your mom and dad in the music industry. You have a pretty plush life. So can you, Anthony Lewis, write from pain, or can you maybe write more from pleasure and experiences?
I guess you could say relationships or whatever. I mean, of course, I had a couple girlfriends or whatever. I mean, in the past.
Well,
whatever,
of course you have.
No,
What,
but
do you think I'm dead over here?
No. Everybody has their, their stories and their own experiences, and I have a couple of experiences of mine, and I express it through my music. A lot of times, and sometimes it'd be difficult for me to sometimes though it'd be difficult for me to write it just to write it how I really want to, because as an artist I overthink too much sometimes. But
I think all artists tend to overthink it.
Because you're hard on yourself. You want to make the best song. You want to make the best body of work as possible.
Yeah.
And you want the listeners to be like, wow. So but recently it's been going really good for me though. I've just been writing it down. It's been coming more easy, and it's.
Do you look at old writings and go, man, what was I thinking when I wrote that? And do you see the progression?
Yes.
In your work?
I was actually my mom would tell you actually. I was in the car and I listened to my song literally like maybe 50 times before I got here. Literally, just driving from the crib to here, I listened to it every single time. All I do is listen to
the song you're gonna sing for us tonight. Or
one of them,
song?
yeah, that's one of the songs.
Okay.
But I also listen to all the songs I record. Like I recorded one yesterday and the day before, and all the records that I record, I've always listened to, and I always try to critique. And I listen to old records, and I'd be like, okay, now I know it's okay. Damn, this is crazy. I really wrote this.
What musician is since you talk about how you're hard on yourself and you're listening over and over again, what musician to you is the epitome of perfection when it comes to songwriting, singing, and producing collectively? What artist would you say is the epitome of perfection? I
mean, first and foremost, I gotta pay tribute to Michael Jackson for sure. And honestly, I could say my mother and LeSean. Honestly, because my mom is a singer too, and she's a perfectionist. And of course, nobody in life can be perfect, but she's like this. And she's probably one of the most hardworking people I've ever met, like really been in my life, you know. And LeSean is the same way. You know
Is your mom a momager?
Yes.
She is?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's my manager, but, you know, we know how to switch from, you know, manager and then mom, you know, so, and it's been going good. It's been a great journey.
Well,
we still got more to go.
will be around for your journey, and I'm so happy to say that we get to experience it right here on Fox Soul.